Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. And to another installment of the Squish. I am building a tiny house today, although it doesn't count with the tile count based on how I did go ahead and construct this build. But this is going to be a Barbie Core tiny house, which is basically just, inspired by Barbie. I've had a lot of suggestions recently to do something in this style, especially because of the brand new pastel pop kit, which very much leans that direction. So I thought I would use the new wallpaper in this hot pink color on the outside of this build, or it's not really hot pink. It looks exactly like Barbie pink to me. So I wanted to use that and figure out a tiny house based on it. This does end up having only one floor. I know it looks like it has two. I used the tall wall height. We have a rooftop area. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's kind of a lofted interior. The reason it doesn't fit all of the tile count for a tiny house is what I'm going to be doing here shortly, which is adding a platform all around the outside of this. I kind of wanted it to resemble like a play area where you could pull the floor down. I know I had a few Barbie houses growing up where it like folded down and you had the ground space. So I was kind of trying to be inspired by that. And I wanted it to be the more modern look of some of the Barbie houses because that's the kind I had growing up. To be fair, I only had one and it folded out like this, so it's very much inspired by that. And it was pink and purple mostly, but I used mostly pink on the exterior of this, but I have pops of blue, purple, and yellow. I think a tiny bit of orange as well. I was trying to be inspired by these swatches that we got with the pastel pop kit and also a few other items in the game. I didn't limit pack usage. I just wanted to fully dive into the concept of a Barbie tiny house, which I have done in the past. I did like a Barbie caravan a few years ago. I will try to remember to link that down below if you're interested in checking that out. That was a lot of fun. But it was really nice to build something else inspired by the new kits. And I'll probably have some more things out as well. Probably not some more pastel things anytime soon. But there was some really cool clutter that we got with the clutter kit that I feel like can inspire a variety of different aesthetics as well as personalities and interests. For example, we have like some sports clutter. So that is on my to-do list. I'm quite excited about it. And then we'll just be getting back to regular builds that aren't heavily inspired by the kits. I'm sure they will come into play from time to time as all new content does once we get it because it's nice to use new things. But anyway, on the outside here, I decided I wanted to have a couple of these blue loungers. So I wanted to extend this space and have a pool out here. Just trying to figure out how I wanted to make everything fit in. And those couches actually end up moving on to the roof, which I will add a little bit later. And I decided to make the shape out here a little bit more irregular. And I will be expanding on that a little bit later to get some landscaping. And I think this lot comes out so incredibly cute in the end. I really, really enjoyed it. It comes in at 31,000 simoleons and change. So it's not super expensive. I wasn't going for a starter home, but I don't think it's that unattainable. And if you're Barbie, you probably have the money to move here. I think this would be a really fun one to play in. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, it doesn't meet the tile count, so you're not going to get any tiny house benefits from it because of that platform outside, but it looks so cute that way. I'm so glad that I included it. Actually, I think it's a foundation technically that I added, but I think it looks really nice. And then this is that roof area I had mentioned. I'm using the new furniture from that pack or from that kit, and then the coffee table is actually from high school years. I love the colors on that one. It just fits so nicely. I feel like that kit and that pack just work beautifully together. I also added a little car outside. Figured that was Barbie's car. We don't really have like a pink one, so I thought that white one would be nice. And then inside, I'm trying to figure out the floor plan based on where I'll have the door going outside. I knew I wanted to use this bed from the pastel pop kit. It's just so pretty with the like cloud shape. And of course, the shag rug in purple. I needed to put that there and then just trying to figure out where the stairs are. And I thought that this was the perfect spot for the bathroom. It's a 3x1, which is a very common size I use for bathrooms in tiny houses, but it's kind of in a different spot. It's separating the kitchen from the bedroom, but I thought that that worked nicely. It gives me another spot to do some color blocking and have some decor. I have these gorgeous yellow counters in the kitchen. I love them. Those are from Dream Home Decorator. And I just thought the fun pops of color throughout the space were really nice. Obviously, there's a strong emphasis on pink, which I think is pretty common with Barbie. But I had a lot of other colors in here, and it was just a really, really fun time to combine those. Of course, using a lot from the kit. So I have these new paintings over here. The front door is from Strangerville. I thought that the pink color of that was quite pretty. I tried a few different doors. I almost went with a bright blue one from the, not high school years, from Discovery University. But I opted for this pink one in the end. I just thought it was a little bit nicer. The other one I would have liked if the trim of it was white, but the whole door was blue. So I decided against it, but just getting a sofa, a plant, and a rug in here. I like that I changed the color of the pot on this plant to be yellow as well. And of course, getting these funky shelves in this space too. I heavily used the kit, just like almost all of the items are in here, but they just fit so perfectly, and it's entirely what inspired this entire build. So, you know, I also really liked this rug from high school years. It's just very bright. And then out here, I decided to raise up a platform to have like a tree and stuff. I was really trying to make this look like, you know, a play area, like that sounds weird, but like this was a doll set that you bought. But I also wanted it to be functional as a Sims build. So let me know if you think I achieved that. I think it came out really cool. But I know it'll probably be interpreted different by everyone that sees it. So let me know if you like this, and if you do and you'd like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. Well, I said I don't think I'm going to do any more pastel builds for a while. If you do have any ideas for that, or for any other builds, particularly things with the new kits, or just any ideas, please leave those down below. I am totally down to take some more suggestions. Some of my favorite builds come from the suggestions y'all leave in the comments. So I am so down, and I'm having a lot of fun building right now. I'm feeling incredibly inspired, and it's just been so nice. So keep the suggestions coming. Oh yeah, I added these purple flowers. These are from Debug, or Shall Live It Objects from high school years. And I remember when I got to see these for the first time when I was working on high school years, like way before it was announced. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to use these purple flowers. I think they are so pretty. And I think they worked perfectly in this build. So we're heading back inside now because for some reason I was feeling a little bit stuck on the inside. So I wanted to pop back outside and work on the landscaping. But we're back inside now, and I love the tile I used in the bathroom. It's from... Is that one from the Maximalist kit? I think it is. In this really pretty pink swatch. And then I got subway tile in here, but two of the walls I just used that Barbie pink wallpaper. And of course the puddle mirror. It's so cool. I really like that mirror. I think it's quite funky, and I got a couple of paintings up above the toilet as well. I've always kind of associated those ones with Barbie for some reason, so I thought that they fit nicely in here. And then I just got some makeup up on the sink, and I believe like a towel and a bathrobe in here as well, and that should be it for the bathroom. It's a really small space, so I didn't want it to feel too cluttered. I wanted this to be a tiny house, but like, you know, not too overwhelmingly crammed in, if that makes sense, even though it is a squish. It's not supposed to be too squishy, if that makes sense. And that probably sounds weird if you're not sure what I'm talking about or why I call tiny houses the squish. It's a thing we started on the channel a long time ago now. We kind of affectionately call them that because you're squishing everything into a small space and trying to make it work. It's like a fun puzzle to put together. So anyway, putting some aprons in the kitchen and then getting a TV over here. I really wanted to use the one from Tiny Living just because it felt like it fit the style. Because I said this is more modern, but it's kind of more like mid-century-ish. And so I thought that that worked beautifully in here. And I was looking for like chunkier pieces of furniture that I would associate more with like Barbie, like big plastic things. So I think the TV stand worked quite nicely there. It's just like one chunk of furniture, and I didn't actually end up adding a coffee table in here because it's such a small space, but I did get a hanging plant, and then we're up in the bedroom space. I really wanted to use this light from high school years. It's just so pretty. It's a heart shape, and I haven't used it in combination with this kit yet, so I was really happy to do that. And then, of course, I got a little place to put down like glasses and stuff and a water bottle. And then we should be getting a mirror on the wall over here as well. I raised up one of the ones from university that has all the stickers on it. I just think it's really pretty and has a lot of personality. And then I just tucked in a very small dresser over here. I thought this one would be perfect because it's so narrow, so it should fit fine in the space. It's actually from the Vintage Glamour pack, which I think is a really cute stuff pack. Plus it adds butlers to the game, so it has some decent gameplay in it. And I really miss stuff packs. I have like zero faith that they're coming back at this point, but who knows? That would be really nice. And of course I had to add the new mirror over here, which is so cool. That's from the Everyday Clutter Kit, and we actually have a desktop mirror, like a countertop desktop mirror now, and it functions, and it has such cute clutter with like the hair clips and the nail polish. I just think that's such a nice piece. I'm glad that they added to the game, so I do hope we get more of those in the future, but right now I'm just kind of moving things around and then realizing I didn't decorate the back space. I wanted this to be more of a private area, whereas out front I feel like it's a little bit more of an entertaining spot. So this is where the ladder is to the roof. I also have a place to do some planting. I'm going to be getting a vertical planter and getting rid of those ones. And then, you know, our trash can, barbecue, and I end up getting a picnic bench out here as well. And that should be pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast decorating this. I think Barbie builds are just a lot of fun to do in general. If you did like this, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I would love to have you join us. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so very, very much for watching. Enjoy those screenshots, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, everyone.